Cancer, hello and welcome to my channel. I actually cannot believe I'm sat here doing Tarotscopes for August. A couple of days ago, Gary says you've not filmed the August Tarotscopes yet. And I was like, literally, my brain thought I was in May. It was like, you're jumping ahead, but actually, it wasn't. So, this is your August Tarotscope for Cancer. Okay, so the two decks that you're going to see me using in today's video is the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley and Pamela Shen. Nice deck is this, one of my new ones. You're also going to see me using Angels and Oracles of the Angels by Mario De Guy. Okay, so as usual with all the tarot scopes, we'll start with the tarot first, and then we'll go on to the oracle cards. Okay, so yeah, happy August, everyone. Wow. So Cancer, August 2025. Ooh, you ready? Oh, they're coming together. Things start to come together. Something is coming together here. That's a great way to start a reading. Ace of Cups at the bottom. Let's just take a moment for how beautiful these cards are. So, Ace of Cups is about self-love, self-care, self-nurturing. So at the root of your energies in August is just this: self-care, self-love, self-respect, your heart space, okay? How you feel within your world. Um, I also want to say with this card here, it's also about celebrating yourself more. Any of you Cancerians or Moon in Cancer, Sun in Cancer, Cancer Rising, all of that kind of stuff, cross watchers, um, that are feeling down on yourself, that are feeling worthless, because that can happen to all of us at times. We can live with that perpetually as well. This is Spirit saying, you know what? Try if you can. I don't want to say don't do that or don't feel that, but try to do something or change something in your life that can help to make peace with that and heal it and release it. Okay? The Empress is the master creator, so this is about creation. It's about creating something possibly with others, collaborations. The Tower. But sometimes, in order to create something, we also have to clear something. So we're creating and we're clearing an alternative. So you'll be creating, clearing, clearing, creating, that type of thing. Um, you have to be ready for change. You have to be ready for your next step. And I'm wondering if your self-worth or your feeling of self-worth could be one of the things that's holding you back. And we've got the Chariot again, which is a card about going forward. Look at that card. See it? You see how beautiful the cards are. So with this card as well, we've got the Merkaba there, which I talk about a lot on my channel. And, we can use a Merkaba for a lot. You can use it for protection, you can use it for healing, you can use it for cleansing. It's yours. And this is about you. When I say to clients in my healing sessions, when that comes up, the Merkaba, I always say to them, it's your Merkaba. You do what you want with your Merkaba, as long as it's for your highest of good, as long as it's for good. It's yours. It's yours to visualize coloring, visualize crystals in, visualize energies in. And this is your destiny. This is your life. We've also got the Lovers, which is choice and healing. And it's Garden of Eden energy as well. We've got one, two, three, four. What do we get at the bottom? Four major arcana. So August is major, and we've got a fifth major arcana, which is the Hierophant. And I'm feeling with this, these are major upgrades, downloads, intuitive hits that are going to be coming in. So the most you can do in order to get yourself spiritually fit, the better you'll be able to go through this. If you do what I said at the beginning and actually look after how you feel about yourself and your self-respect, you'll be able to handle this really well. But if you're going through this, Debbie doubting or doubting Thomas energy or feeling worthless, you will struggle with this. When we feel low about ourselves and something good happens, we can tend to sabotage it because somehow a part of us doesn't feel worthy of it, and that'd be disastrous for this energy. We've got another major arcana, the Emperor. So you've got your feminine and your masculine. So for Cancer, it's about feminine and masculine coming in together to harness something. So the femininity is about flow and ideas, intuitive hits, and the masculine is the great doer. He's the provider. For example, do you know what? I'd really like to open a flower shop and it'd have, I don't know, this colour walls, it'd be in this part of the village, and I want this clientele, and I'd have this Instagram, this website, and you talk about it with friends, but you never make the steps to put it in place. So the feminine has all the ideas, and the masculine goes, right, I'm going to go get a loan, I'm going to set up a website, I'm going to do this, I'm going to look at premises, etc. Ooh, interesting. And we've got the devil, which is ego and shadow. And we've got the ace of discs, an idea and something coming to fruition. I'm going to take a clarifier for this devil. And when I tune into this energy of the devil in this reading, it's the devil on your shoulder that tells you you're not good enough. It's the devil of old stories when you've messed up or when you've not been in your best position, if that makes sense. Kind of a clarifier for the devil card. Three of Wands. You've got to let that go. You've got to let that go. Heal it. The star at the bottom. Whatever this devil energy is for you, Cancer, you've got to manifest something else now. It's happened. It's done. It left its mark. It possibly will always have a little, when you have an operation and that the big, what I'm being shown is you get an operation, you got that, very brutal scar that's left behind where you can see the stitches and everything. But eventually, over time, that scar fades. And sometimes all it is a a faint white line. That's, you're never going to clear the spot, but it's not going to be that horrible scar that it was, that horrible, painful scar. That's what I'm feeling with those cards. So, your oracle cards, Cancer. What's your oracle card message for Cancer for August? Receptivity. Receptivity. Do you see what I mean? You've got to be receptive to this. Honestly, Cancer, be receptive to the good stuff. You know what? Sod this. I deserve something better than this. And you'll crack it. You've got to believe in your magic. You've got to believe that something good can come from this. You've got to believe that you can change your life. And there's a focus on health, getting your health, doing as much you can to get yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually and energetically healthy. And energy. So there's a lot we can say to this card. It can be energy upgrades. It can be a change and a shift in your energy. It can be all of it. But ultimately, this is the month of big shifts. We've got the Lionsgate as well, I'm being reminded. So the Lionsgate energy, the big 8-8 portal, that'll be having an impact. And also, before we leave this reading, please remember that the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August 2025. And it's about generational healing, healing the trauma of generational ancestral stuff. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. There is more information in the description box if you're watching on YouTube. So go to the description box, look, and the pinned comment, scroll down a bit. It'll say next group healing, the dates of it, a video, more information. Watch that if you want more information about it. To take part, you go to the link. If you go too far and you go to the actual homepage, it's fine. It's homepage, services, group healing. If you want to book a session with me in August, then you can. Remember, there is a booking system on my website. It's really simple to use. I will say in August and September, there aren't as many slots open due to group healing and leave. So please bear that in mind for your sessions. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love to all. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pisces, hello and welcome to my channel. And can you actually believe I'm sat here doing August's Tarotscopes? I can't. Anyway, I've got reflection of that on my third eye. I was like, what is that round my third eye? You won't be able to see it because it's reflecting. It's on my camera anyway. It's reflecting like a circle on my third eye. So Pisces, August 2025. How are you all doing? The two decks that you're going to see in this reading, one of them's a brand new deck and I actually really enjoy using it. It's called Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley and Pamela Chen. I'm also going to be using the Oracle deck, which is called Oracles of the Angels by Mario Dogai. As with all the tarot scopes, we start with the tarot first and then go on to the oracle cards. So, Pisces, August 2025. Pisces, August 2025. Ooh, Four of Swords. Rest and retreat, cocooning, stepping back from something, stepping away from something. Three of Discs. Now, this is a contradiction, isn't it? Because Three of Discs is about collaboration. As you can see, boom, boom, on the card, it's collaboration. But we've got something here that says, actually, I don't want to collaborate or I want to step back. Let's keep pulling to see what the cards want to say about it. Ten of Discs, which again is about collaboration. It's about the ancestral lines. The Nine of Discs, self-confidence and self-worth. So what I'm feeling for Pisces here is there is a time of retreat that's either needed or you've already done it. And in August, depending on where you're at with this, you could needing to be doing this in order to heal something, or you're coming out of it and you've got the answers that you seek, if that makes sense. So wherever you are on this journey, if you're feeling lost, Pisces, you need to take time out. You need to heal something. You need to step back from something. I'm also feeling here for Pisces, there could be an overstimulation energy and an oversensitivity because you've gone through too much, been through too much, experienced too much, and you just need to step back and decompress. And work on your self-confidence. Eight of Swords is about restrictions and needing to release ourselves from restrictions. And the Seven of Swords, that's an interesting one as well. Look at that. The fields on there look like Yorkshire Dales. The Yorkshire Dales with a galactic twist. Anybody else think this card looks like the Yorkshire Dales? Anyone from Yorkshire watching now thinks that this could be like James Herriot? Interesting. Let's keep pulling. Six of Swords, needing to let go of something and move away from something. Do you know what, Pisces? You're all over the place here. There's a lot. There's a lot of loose ends need tying up, and I can feel it in the cards that the story with these cards is not flowing. There's no judgment in that. I think before you go forward, you've got to tie up your loose ends, be that physical loose ends, be that energetic loose ends. So, for example, say you just decorated your room and you've put your stuff back in there, but there's that one box of stuff that we always get when we've cleared something out. It's the box of loose ends. Are you just going to think, you know what, sod it, I'll just leave it in the corner of the brand new decorated room? If you're going to do that, it's going to look shite, isn't it? Or are you going to go through that box and really decide what you're going to do with each item? Which item is going back and whereabouts in the room is it going back? Which item are you giving to someone else and which item are you really going to let go and chuck it in the effort bin? Five of Swords, which is cleaning up. Five of Swords is needing to clean something up. Three of Swords is heartbreak. We've got a lot of sword energy. And one more card, Ace of Swords, and that's how you get your breakthrough. So, rest retreat, a lot of loose ends need tying up. A strategy is needed. Don't let something run out of control. Allow for upgrades. Don't turn your back on people too quickly on collaboration. So, for example, if somebody said, "Do you like to come for a coffee on Wednesday?" and you're just feeling a bit meh in that moment, say yeah. Or think about it. Don't go, I feel really shit. You could say, I don't feel up to it now, but it's a great idea. Could I let you know at the end of today? Because who knows, by the time Wednesday comes, you could be in a better place. So don't fully turn yourself away from people. I'm feeling as well that maybe you've been hurt and let down and you're peopled out. Take some time out, decompress, and then go forward. So, Pisces, August 2025. Inner child healing. We've got the generational card here. So, there's inner child healing for Pisces. What does your inner child need? Your inner child needs safety and security, love, compassion, and joy. So you have to provide that. We've got light at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So connecting into the inner child, what can you do for the inner child? What can you do for the safety of the inner child? And learning. This is a path of learning that you're on. And remember with school learning, you got to take your time with it. You got to do it year by year by year. So this is life learning. So stop beating yourself up for the things you got wrong and start just breathing. Four of Swords can also be about slowing down and knowing that you also have many blessings at this time and many beings and people around you that do care about you. This is part of your spiritual awakening. Maybe there's something in your inner child energy that is also a part of your spiritual awakening. Angel whispers, your guides are trying to give you answers at this time. They may not be the answers you want to hear, but they are trying. And positive intention is needed at this time. It's really important, and I keep saying this in personal readings, in sessions with clients and videos, and to myself at times as well. We've got to be really mindful of what we're thinking because we are manifesting like shit at the minute, and that can be for good or bad. So, positive intentions. Interesting, Pisces. Before we go, remember the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August, 2 days distance channeled healing, and it's about healing generational trauma. £22 for 2 days healing. More information can be found in the description box below where it says next group healing and the link to join. And if you want to book a session with me, again, the website is below in the description box and the pinned comment. I will say now, August and September, there's not as many slots available because of the group healing and leave and holiday in September. So just bear that in mind in the planning of your sessions. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Scorpio, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for August 2025. And the two decks that I'm going to be using is the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley and Pamela Shen. And this deck is a lovely deck. Okay, people always say to me, what decks do you recommend? So far, I recommend this one. It's a new deck. I've not worked with it often, but it's a nice deck. It flows nicely. It feels gentle and nice and healing. So yeah, I like it. And then the other deck that we're going to be using is the Oracle of the Angels by Mario Dugai. Okay. And as with all of these readings, the Tarotscopes, it's the tarot first, and then we'll go on to the Oracle cards. So, Scorpio, how are you finding August? So, well, how are you finding the summer? But you're not all in the summer, are you? Anyway, how did you find July? Gosh, how did you find July? How are you finding the year in general? Let me know in the comments. Oops, oops, dropping the cards. Scorpio. Leave me a Scorpio emoji in the comments so that I can see who, because I like seeing that actually, what star sign and moon sign and all of that you are. Um, so leave me a Scorpio emoji in the comment section. Ready, we're ready. Wonder what's, oops, God. Strength, stepping into your strength. Oh my God, I've got that song by Whitney Houston in my head. I didn't know my own strength. I didn't know my own strength. I've got that song in my head. And for those watching on YouTube, I cannot play music on here for copyright, which is fair enough, but go and listen to that song after this reading. I didn't know my own strength by Whitney Houston because that's the type of energy and message that I'm feeling for Scorpio. Three of Wands, that I actually can go forward from this and I can go beyond what's happened to me. I can manifest a new destiny. And, Three of Wands comes after the manifestation. So the Two of Wands is when the gentleman is stood at the sea with the world in his hands, thinking of something, manifesting something. Three of Wands is when something comes in that is manifested. This is you going, you know what? I didn't realize just what I'm capable of. So it's a very emotional month and an emotional moment. It's pulling together all lost aspects of yourself. This can be past life stuff, past life connections. It can be with you and it can be with others as well. Um, it can also be as well, it can be all of this, making peace with the parts of you that you've tried to push away. And you get that moment in August where it's like, why was I pushing that away? That old memory, that old event or whatever, when actually all I was doing was hurting myself more. The Hermit. This is about deep inward revolution and grounding and strength. I'm also feeling Scorpio that you're right, and I've been sensing this in some of my other reads where as we go on this journey of healing and evolution, we're becoming more able to connect to our inner wisdom from previous lifetimes, generational stuff, and the collective wisdom, the ley lines, the energies, the stone circles, the shape records, all of that. So that's deep. This is a death and rebirth moment. So this is about you observing the old version of you dying and rebirthing the new. Yeah. But it feels as though you can only do that if you make peace with it all. If you stop pushing that aspect of yourself away, or say if you, I don't know, made a mistake in your 20s or whatever, you're pushing that away, stop it. Stop it. Um, it's important. The Hanged Man, you need to see something from a different perspective. And freeing yourself from old tangles. Justice and balancing is about, karma being balanced, life lessons being balanced. It's also about purity here. She's in white. She's got the white clouds around her. She's in a temple. So this is, it's divine feminine healing as well. And the Wheel of Fortune comes in. And what I'm feeling lately with the Wheel of Fortune, whether it's a video or a session, is what this card is saying at the minute is stop waiting for change and be the change. I'll say that again. Stop waiting for change. Be the change. And the Two of Cups is about relationships and connections. But ultimately, what the Two of Cups starts with is our inner relationship with ourselves. It's the masculine and the feminine. It's balancing the waters of the body. So to get through this is about you and who you are as a person. I do like these readings today. And the King of Wands, which is a great card because he's the fiery king that comes in to, make a change, make a difference. He doesn't take bullshit off people. He isn't going to be put under the thumb. He isn't going to blame everyone for his unhappiness. He's going to just take that wand and he's going to just create something great. And that's what you're being asked to do, Scorpio. So, Oracle cards. I do love doing these Tarotscopes because you get to see what's coming up for people and the collective as well and where we're all at. The eternal light of love. The eternal light of love. That you are eternal. That your light is eternal. That your love is eternal. And at the bottom, we've got believe. Do you believe in yourself? Because the universe is begging you to believe in yourself. And maybe it's going to be throwing things in your path to awaken that up. And we've got comfort. So your angels are comforting you. Yeah. But also, as well, the need to self soothe as we go through this. A door to the infinite is opening. So portals and gateways, doorways, energetic stuff, and physical life changes. And higher thoughts. August is about taking you to a place where you can think, act, and react in a higher way. New energy and energy upgrades and embracing your energy. It's a funny one, that embracing your energy. You think, well, of course I'm going to embrace my energy. Really? We'll be surprised at how many people reject their energy, reject their power to self-heal and to self-realization. This is about embracing that. And are you receptive? And if you're not receptive, working on those areas that want to self-sabotage or those areas that don't feel good enough. There's been a familiar, it's not familiar, some a similar theme running through the water signs today. And yes, interesting. Before you go, the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August. It is healing ancestral trauma. £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. For more information, if you're watching on YouTube, go to the description box or pinned comment, scroll down. It will say group healing, the dates, the name, more information. Watch that video if you want to. And the link to join is there. If you want to book a session, a one-on-one session with me, they're all via Zoom. The website is also below in the pinned comment and the description box. Please bear in mind, though, that during August and September, there are limited sessions due to the group healing, because I close the sessions down during then, and the fact that we're on leave again in September. So do bear that in mind when you're planning your sessions. Thank you. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aries, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for August 2025. Can you leave me an Aries emoji in the comment section so that I can see who is Aries? Because I do like having a look. I'm going to be using two decks in this video, in this reading, as I usually do. And the decks I'm using is the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley and Pamela Shen. This is a new deck I've got. I've not used it that much. I've used it a lot today with the Tarotscopes. I can highly recommend it. It's a really nice tarot deck and it flows really well. I'm also going to be using the Oracle of the Angels by Mario Duguay, and this is another nice deck. As usual, it'll be tarot first and then Oracle cards. So, Aries, what's occurring for August 2025? How are you finding this year, everybody? Do like to have a chat? So, Knight of Discs, something new is coming in, and that's just falling out of the deck. I'm going to give a little bit of a shuffle. So, Knight of Discs is about making something happen. And we've got Four of Cups as well. That's a nice depiction, isn't it? Look at that. Do you see what I mean about this deck? Nice, isn't it? So, this is about, like, I love the depiction of this, right? Because this is someone that's done work already. She's done achievements. She's proud of it. The traditional depiction of this is a bit strange because he's sat at the bottom of a tree and things have happened in his life and he's rejecting it. And then this cup comes and he's like, no, he's got his arms folded. But this depiction is a much more healthier depiction in as far as she's proud of her achievements, the good, the bad, and the ugly. She's continuing to learn and listen to new information. She's continuing to explore. And because she's doing that, she gets more wisdom and information coming in. Yes? So, by you stepping forward, Aries, and actually getting out into the world, you can create something. And we've got Seven of Cups, the illusion at the bottom. There's a lot going on. There's a lot happening. But rather than him losing himself in it, it's about going through it. What do they say? The only way is through it is through it. I don't know. The way around it is through it. I don't know. But that, whatever that saying is, it's that. Six of Swords is transition. So moving from one way of being to another. Letting go of the past to embrace the future and learning. And we've got your Page of Discs as well. So you've got your Page and your Knight coming in. Um, this is about you putting your essence into something, your individuality into something. It's about something that means something to you. And am I just going to let this go and not achieve it? Or am I going to fight for it? Am I going to make it happen? Ten of Swords can feel like betrayal. Nine of Swords is sleepless nights and anxiety. I'm going to keep pulling them, we'll read. Six of Cups is the past and also was all wisdom being passed to you. And the Queen of Swords is about cutting ties to what no longer serves her. And the Five of Cups is about letting go of the old and focusing on the self. Yes? So ultimately here, we've got something really good that wants to come in. But with this goodness that wants to come in is also the purge, the release of, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? Can I manifest this? The Queen of Swords comes in to say, you have to cut ties to these thought processes, cutting ties to old versions of yourself. I'm gonna do an extra card here because I'm intrigued what comes. Yeah, I'm glad I did. Ace of Discs. You're going through a cycle, Aries, in August. It's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. But it's very much like, which reading was it I've done? Was it the Pisces reading? For August, it was like all itsy bitsy, teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini type. Um, Basically, there's a lot going on, a lot of strands, a lot of loose strands that are pulling together and also being released. But ultimately, August is about learning, growth, accepting new energy and new wisdom and new opportunities, manifestation, making something happen, what is dear to you to create. What transition and actions and what movements do you need to make it happen? It's about rising up from betrayal, from meh energy. It's about conquering your fears. It's about knowing that you are of service. And it's about cutting through the bullshit, cutting through the old stories. It's about picking yourself up and planting that new seed. Okay. Aries, August. There could be two with the Aries as well. There could be this energy of some people are choosing not to accept it and not to accept the new opportunity and staying in lack. Or it could be some people going, you know what? Yes, life has been difficult, but I'm going to take this opportunity and make it happen. I'm feeling that. There are some Aries people, no judgment here, we've all been there, done that, and got the t-shirt that will think, you know what? I can't pick myself up. And that's fine. It could be September for you. It could be October. That's the type of energy I'm also feeling with it. Aries, August, harmony, making harmony in your life. And harmony comes from within, it pulses out into the world. When we are not in harmony in the physical, we will not be in harmony with the external. Inner calling. So, this is an inner calling. This isn't just something to be taken lightly. There is something in August that is your inner calling. Um, this has got to matter that much to you that you do not want to let it go. This is what I'm here to do. We've got blessing as well. A blessing grounding and going up. In order to expand and rise up, you have to ground into the earth. So, this is about counting your blessings, positive intentions, setting those positive intentions, even when we're having days like this, when we're feeling it. It's about setting those positive intentions that this too shall pass, will pass, and does pass. And again, we've got the card of learning. Like with that Four of Cups card, she's learning, she's taking information in, she's learning from her feelings, she's learning from her experiences, listening to your guides. So your guides are coming in closer and here and now. Oh, there's a fly in here. Hope it's a fly and not a wasp. So this is about the here and now. Oh, it is a fly, but you'll see it flying about. The here and the now. Okay? What you're doing here and now is going to matter. So if you're feeling this anxiety energy, okay, they do say that when we're feeling anxiety, it's about what we're thinking about in the future. You have to stay in the here and now. So if you find your thoughts going out of control, right now, in this moment, I am safe. And start the bare basics. And that's it, Aries. Before we go, remember the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August. So it's a generational trauma healing, £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. If you want to put your name down for that, the details, if you're watching on YouTube, are in the description box and the pinned comment below this video. Scroll down a little bit, it'll say group healing. Watch this video for more information. To take part, click on this link. Also, also as well, if you want to book a session with me for August and September, if you're thinking about September, please bear in mind that dates are limited in August due to the group healing and in September due to leave. So bear that in mind when you're planning your sessions. And it's all via a booking system, and the sessions are via Zoom. So yeah, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye. Leo, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for August 2025. The two decks that I'm going to be using in this reading is the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley and Pamela Shen. It's a brilliant deck. And I'm also going to be using Oracle of the Angels by Mario Dugai, another great deck. As always, it'll be the tarot first, then the Oracle cards. Put me a Leo emoji in the comments so that I can see who follows me that is a Leo. So yeah, August it is. Interesting. Leo, Leo, Leo. Ooh, Eight of Discs. That's an interesting depiction of the Eight of Discs. Look at that. So, creation and help from spirit with your creation. So, Eight of Discs, Eight of Pentacles is about work. It's usually the gentleman at the tree and he's chopping up planks of wood, well, circles of wood, and he puts them up. You know that card? This card is depicted differently, but this is about help from the universe, help from spirit. Here he is, the little spirit guy, coming in to give you guidance. But I'm also feeling with this is expand your vision, expand your creation with this. Don't just eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Know that whatever you're doing, be it employment, self-employment, crafting, creating, baking, cooking, life in general, that you are being asked to embrace it and that you're getting guidance and help with it and new ideas. We've got the moon at the bottom, so we're in the internal waters of the body. We're having to deal with ego, shadow, light, dark, all of that. We're having to balance something. If you're female watching, there could be hormonal stuff going on, emotional stuff for me, male and female. There's a lot going on internally here. And it feels as though, for Leo, that's one of the reasons why spirit is coming in really close because it knows that you need this support. That makes sense. Because there is pain. There is pain. There has been a letdown. And it's almost like you're really focusing on picking up the pieces. But don't neglect yourself with this. She wants to try and make something better, which is why she's trying to look at the cups and she's trying to make sense of it. But sometimes the best thing you can do is to go, something's happened. I need to look after myself now. I don't need to try and understand why. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I've tried coulda, shoulda, woulda, and it's not got me anywhere. What I need to do now is actually come back to me, which is the Two of Cups here. And you may find if you do that, you will get the answers of why things have happened. You may not. We've got the Queen of Wands, and this is the result of the Five of Cups, where she's been trying to make sense of it. She can't make sense of it. So she goes, you know what? The only thing I can do in this moment is look after myself. And because she spends time on herself, stops going over it in her brain, then the Queen of Wands energy comes in as the creator. And the Queen of Wands is the fiery queen. And she's a manifester. She doesn't take bullshit off anyone. She goes and gets it. She doesn't like being told what to do. You got to balance the Queen of Wands very wisely. But yeah, goldness is greatness as well. She's got a gold dress on. The Tower. Something is clearing here. I'm feeling as well, especially with this card. This needs to be let go of. This could be job, relationships, whatever it is. It'll be different for all of you. But there's something here that's possibly been pulsing for some time that now finally needs to be let go of. And let the Tower come in and clear it. Four of Wands. Here we are with the Four of Wands card. And that can be about celebration. It can be about collaboration. It can be about parties and weddings. But ultimately, for this reading, I'm feeling it's the words, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And yes, right now it possibly hurts what you're going through. It feels confusing, but one day it won't. One day it won't. And this is a very deep thing you're going through. Remember where was it? The moon at the bottom of the card, bottom of the deck, sorry. The moon runs deep. And it's illusion as well as the moon. When we're dealing with the moon, sometimes we don't get the answers and it feels a little bit unclear. So this is deep what you're going through. And I think as well, you should acknowledge that. You should acknowledge that what you're going through is deep and in some cases painful. I always say to my clients, sometimes when you're feeling angry, we've been programmed to not feel angry, to suppress it and to hide it or not feel anxious. But in that moment, if you say, do you know what, right now I feel really angry, that's how you release it. When you try and push it down, you struggle. It manifests in the body as dis-ease. I'm feeling really anxious right now. Own it. Feel the feels. Be strong enough to feel your feels. Be strong enough to travel through this. This is about death and rebirth. There's something here that you're needing to let go of. And the Hanged Man. There's something coming in here to make you stop and pause and think and reflect. And the universe is stepping in right to the beginning. That little spirit man there, little galactic. They're bringing something up for you to see it, for you to pause. Because I'm feeling for some of you, you've been on the wrong timeline and it's blowing. You've been on the wrong timeline and it's now coming to a head for you to find your way forward. Leo. Learning. We keep getting this card a lot in the Tarotscopes for August. This is a transitional period of learning. You've got to believe in yourself and believe in your abilities. You've got to find harmony within in order to find external harmony. You've got to be in the here and now. So there's no point focusing on long-term goals because right now, whatever's going on in your life, that's where you need to be. If you're wasting energy thinking about the future and the past, you need to be here. So preserve your energy for the here and now and releasing. You're going through a period of releasing, of letting go. So honor that, respect that, and heaven's door. I'm being shown the energy of, I once went to, this years ago when I used to do ghost hunts. I used to go to ghost hunts. I don't do them now. But I remember there was a talk with Richard Felix. Some of you will know who Richard Felix is a historian that used to do like Most Haunted. And he did a talk at one of these ghost hunts where he said, have you noticed how you never really see modern ghosts? It's always a Victorian lady or an Edwardian lady or a Tudor lady or man or whatever. And that's because back in the day, we were conditioned to think if you're a sinner, you won't be able to get to heaven. But that energy is still within us. And what can happen is we can think because we're a sinner that we don't deserve to walk through the good portals, or we don't deserve the good timelines, or we don't deserve the good stuff in life. And we can continue to punish ourselves. You have to release that. And that knowing that you are never, ever alone and that spirit have your back. Ooh, Leo, that was a big one. Before you go, the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August. It's a generational trauma healing. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to join, or put your name down, you go to the description box beneath this video or the pinned comment. Scroll down a little bit. It'll say group healing, more information, watch this video. You can do if you want, or click on this link and that's where you put your name on. If you want to book a session with me, the website and booking system is below. It's really easy to use. All sessions are via Zoom. Um, Bear in mind, if you're wanting sessions for August and September, that dates are limited due to the group healing and leave. So do bear that in mind when you're planning your sessions. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Sagittarius, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for August 2025. Put me a Sagittarius emoji in the comments, though that so that God, I can't get my words out today, so that I can see who follows me that is a Sagittarian. As usual, we're going to be using a tarot deck and an oracle card deck. The tarot deck is the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexander Hanley and Pamela Shen, and it's a lovely, lovely deck. I can highly recommend it. And I can highly recommend this one here, Oracles of the Angels by Mario Dogai. Okay, so we'll do the tarot first and then the oracle cards. How are you Sagittarians feeling? How are you finding life? How have you found this year so far? Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comment section. Oops, dropping the decks. Ooh, why are we doing this, Sagittarius? Why are we dropping the cards? Sagittarius, what's going on? Sagittarius, August. That's interesting. Sagittarius is a fire sign, but what I saw was your fire, but it being infiltrated by water. And it's making you all over the place. So you've got this fire energy about you, but this water is coming in and it's being a bit fluid. That's the energy that I'm picking up on, if that makes sense. Hmm. Six of Cups. Memories from the past. It's memories from the past. You're all over the place, Sagittarius. There's things coming up from the past, memories. It could be via dreams, emotions and feelings that you have suppressed. Um, and maybe you've suppressed them because you want to stay in line. If I don't think about that or look back at that, I'll be fine. But it's coming up. It's coming up via dreams, via memories. It could be people coming back into your life. Nine of Wands, and it's like, no, I don't want this. I don't want to go back there. Um, but I'm gonna say this: those battles are behind you. You've got a wand in your hand, and we use the wand for grounding. The wand is your fire. So you're gonna have to, in August, Sagittarius, really step into your fire whilst managing the water, if that makes sense. And this isn't to blast somebody off or go crazy. This is about grounding. And I know fire isn't about grounding, it's about transmutation, but using your fire to ground, if that makes sense. Interesting, Sagittarius. Seven of Cups, illusion, daydreaming, coulda, shoulda, woulda energy. These are things, memories, experiences, thoughts that have been floating around for some time and they have been blocking your channels. You know that there are things that need to be faced, and this is going to be the time to do it. But please don't try and put it off because there's going to be a tendency here to think if I just keep focusing on work and not thinking about that, it'll be fine. Knight of Discs going forward. A plan of action. Nine of Discs, self-confidence and self-worth. Ten of Discs, the past, family, wisdom, generational stuff coming down. upgrades, Eight of Swords, restrictions. I'm going to keep pulling them, we'll fully read. Seven of Swords as well, which can be, what's interesting? Strategy. It can also be trickery. Knight of Cups, your wish. And Four of Swords, healing. So, Sagittarius, there is a lot happening here. It is not a simple month. We've got the past coming up. We've got also the present here as well. So you're dealing with present stuff and you're being asked to deal with the past. For some of you, you're also having to deal with the behavior and actions of others. And it feels as though this is a big responsibility at this time. God, I've got this, I've got that, I've got the present, I've got stuff from the past, I've got other people. It could be work, family connections, or whatever. But this is about you knowing that you have the ability to do this and face this. Not only do you have the ability, but you also have the wisdom. Yeah? To get something done. There could be too much pressure being put on you by others or by yourself. Eight of Swords, and it's feeling restrictive. So you have to have a strategy here of how you're going to deal with August, how you're going to deal with what comes up, how are you going to make your wish happen. Four of Swords is about healing and release. Now, this could also be that illness comes in or a virus or whatever, something comes in to make you rest. I'm going to see what card comes after that. I'm intrigued. Five of Swords clearing up. What's the answer here? The answer here is to stop running away. Stop running away. Stop running away from yourself, from your past. Stop running away from the fact that you may be getting people putting too much pressure on you. Admit that this is happening. Acknowledge it. Find ways to change it. Find ways to release yourself. Step back. Focus on your dreams and your intentions. And then clean up. Oracle cards for Sagittarius. Ooh, again, dropsies. Positive intention. This card has come up a lot in the Tarotscopes for August. So it's about positive intentions, setting positive intentions, receptivity, another card that keeps coming up in these Tarotscopes for August. Am I ready to receive, or am I too busy trying to people please? Am I too busy trying to hide from the past? Am I too busy trying to hide from my to-do list? Got to be receptive. Ascension. This is a step on your ascension path. So there's something here that's about your ascension path, something that you've come here to learn. And if you can learn it and release it, it actually leads to liberation. I am beautiful. That's possibly a mantra, not manifestation. A mantra that you can have on your fridge, dressing table, car, whatever. And before you do anything for the day, say it 10 times. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Because maybe as well, one of the reasons why you're struggling with the past is because you don't feel beautiful. There's something here in accepting your beauty. And I'll leave the rest to you. Application. So applicating yourself to things. Growth, learning. This is about learning and opportunity beckons. So for although looking at these cards, it looks a little bit wild and a little bit like the heat is on type energy. Ultimately, as we transition through August, it paves the way for new opportunities, new beginnings, dreams coming true, a moment to breathe and decompress. Before we go, the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August, 2025. It's about generational healing and trauma. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. To put your name down, you go to if you're watching on YouTube, you go to the description box or the pinned comment below the video. Scroll down a little bit. It will say next group healing. Watch this video for more information. Watch that if you want. And it'll say to take part, click on this link, and that's how you make your payment. If you want to book a session with me, they're all via Zoom. And again, the website is below in the description box and the pinned comment. Bear in mind, sessions for August and September are limited due to the group healing and holiday. So please bear that in mind when you're planning your sessions. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Taurus, hello and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing your reading for August. Yes, August 2025. This year is flying, I know. So I'm going to be using 2 decks in this reading. I'm going to be using the Wild Reflections by Weisbell. And I'm also going to be using the Soul Coaching by Denise Lynn. Okay. We use the tarot first and then the oracle cards. So if you can put me a Taurus emoji in the comment section so that I can see who is Taurus, that would be great. So let's get to it. Taurus, August 2025. What wants to come through? What guidance, wisdom, and inspiration wants to come through for August 2025? How are you all doing? Let me know in the comments. Taurus, are you ready? Okay, the Hierophant. The Hierophant has come out. 2 of Pentacles at the base of the reading. Okay, so we're balancing something. Do you know when I first saw that Hierophant, one of the things that came to me was that he feels as though there's some form of pain that he's trying to let go of. Some form of trauma, disharmony, and he's really needing to take courage from something within him and something external. I also know his muscles, which is a sign of his strength, his physical strength. And this is about you, that, you have the strength to get through something. You don't have to be all over the place with the 2 of Pentacles, where she's balancing the bike, she's balancing the basket, she's balancing life, she's balancing the waters, everything. You can get through it. Let's keep pulling, see what wants to come through. Even if it does feel overwhelming, as though you've got a barrow load of stuff that needs to be dealt with. I feel with this, imagine if this was a physical barrow full of sand or soil or whatever, and you're pushing it along, you would do it quite steady. You'd take your time with it. You'd possibly ask for help with it. This is the same thing. It's slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race for August. And that's where your strength comes from. Your strength isn't about getting there the quickest or getting there the first. It's about slow and steady wins the race. And it's a death and rebirth moment. Maybe you're letting go of something or an aspect of you that is bringing up something within you that you didn't know existed. A pain, a feeling, a sensation that you didn't know existed. Oops, sorry for knocking the laptop. 8 of Swords. I like this depiction. It's an interesting card. The 8 of Swords, and I kind of think they've stolen this depiction anyway from the Lightseers Tarot. You know what I mean? If you've seen the Eight of Swords in the Lightseers Tarot, if you know, you know. It's very similar. So here she is. She's looking in a pool of water and she can see herself blindfolded and bound, but she's got the arrows on her back. So actually, this depiction tells you everything about the Eight of Swords. It's about seeing yourself as restricted, helpless, and hopeless. When you're so focused, oops, when you're so focused on what you perceive that you can't do, you don't have the opportunity to see what you can do, which is the arrows on her back. Okay, that she can cut clear of it. She can get through something. I also feel as well that this is somehow attached into letting go of that version of yourself that felt restricted, felt like the victim, felt full of trauma and pain. It's about letting him or her go gently. And there we get the Eight of Wands, which is about fast moving, cleansing, and transformational energy coming in. Nine of Pentacles, self-confidence. We've also got the sunflower, which is an example and a symbolism of hope, of joy, of fruition, of abundance, of the summer, of sun, of everything that's good in life. And if you can let go of that part of you that was determined to see yourself as the victim or determined to see you as weak and all of that kind of stuff, if you can lovingly release that and step into something much more fitting of you, you can grow. There's growth here. There's abundance here. There's new energy coming in. And then you can go forward. You can quit bullshitting yourself and you can go forward. And there's a new idea coming in, a new venture on the horizon. And maybe all of this work here needs to be done in time for you embracing that. And Two of Wands is the month of manifestation for Taurus. It really is the month of manifestation. It's the month of thinking outside the box. It's the month of wide vision. It's not rose-colored glasses. It's not tunneled vision. It's being able to see the bigger picture in all of it. And if you can do that, you'll go through August and you'll go from strength to strength. So let's look at your oracle cards. Silence and yeah, this is a silence and stillness energy. This isn't an in-your-face energy. I'm going to be the first to get it. I'm going to be the first to answer the question. I'm going to be the first in everything. My truth is the truth. This is a real stillness, a real deepness. It's very much like the Hierophant card that we had at the beginning of this reading. Again, we've got the card of grace at the bottom, and grace again is, am I going through my life in and with grace? Or am I just like a bull in a china shop that is just determined I'm going to do it my way without listening? My way or the highway or the grace way. And light. And by doing this, you can embrace your light. Some of you, I'm feeling, have been scared of your light or not understood your light and or tried to run away from your light. This is about embracing your light and stopping suppressing it, and playfulness, having fun. It's okay to have fun. Some of you, this is connected to inner child. Maybe you weren't allowed to have fun, and now it's affected you as an adult where you struggle to have a good old belly laugh. You can tell the ones, you can tell the ones that really, as children, were programmed to not have fun because they can't stand others having fun. They can't stand it hurts. They can get angry and etc. So have some fun and joy as well, joyfulness. So you're being asked to embrace some big things here, and you've been asked to believe expansion, creation, and communication. Do you know when I saw this card, I heard the words communication with yourself is so important. And you may think, well, that's a strange one. How do you communicate with yourself? And in fact, we communicate with ourselves all day, every day. How do you self-nurture yourself in each moment? How do you speak to yourself? That's the answer. So that is your reading. Before I go, please remember the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August. It is an ancestral healing group healing, £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. To take part, you go to the pinned comment beneath the video if you're watching on YouTube, or the description box. Scroll down a little bit and it will say next group healing. Watch this video for more information. To take part, click on this link. If you want to book a session with me, a reading, a healing, mentoring, whatever, again, that's all via Zoom and can be booked via the website below. Thank you for watching. Love to all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Virgo, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for August 2025. I'm going to be using 2 decks during this session. I'm going to be using the Wild Reflections by Weisbell. I'm also going to be using the Soul Coaching Oracle by Denise Lynn. We'll do the tarot first, like we always do, and then we'll go into the oracle cards. So, Virgo. Guidance, wisdom, inspiration wants to come through for Virgo for August. Virgo, August, Virgo, August. So, Knight of Pentacles, and he's there in the woods looking at a map. At the bottom, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So we've got the Knight and the Page of Pentacles coming in to start this reading off. Okay, so we've got powerful pentacle energy. The page is the one that dreams something into being. So he has an idea. He's a bit of a daydreamer, but he gets an idea, and he molds it in his hands. He tosses and turns with it. He weighs it up. He makes the decisions about it. But the Knight of Pentacle is the one that puts the planning in place. So we're starting off with something here that comes into you, an idea, an experience, but it's going to take some putting together, if that makes sense. Um, and I feel as well, whatever this is, Virgo, it takes your attention away from other stuff. Let's keep pulling. Five of Swords, which is keeping your eye on the prize, cleaning up and strategy. We're all in strategy, Virgo. Again, Seven of Wands. And she's going over a river with the wands, releasing. We'll keep pulling. Ace of Pentacles, which is what you want to see. So we've got the Knight and the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the Ace of Pentacle. August is the month for for starting something. Well, actually, let's take it back. August is the month for thinking something into being, putting plans into action, getting it done, and it coming to fruition. So it's a really big month, and it's a month that needs to be embraced and enjoyed. And actually, this is something that you need to start doing, Virgo, is really embracing what you're doing. Um, this is an example of you. So it's got to have your energy in it and your authenticity in it. We've got Ace of Cups as well as the Ace of Pentacles. So this is something that's going to bring you happiness. We've got a Six of Swords, having to let something go. That could be an old idea, an old way of being, a person, a situation. We've got the King of Pentacle, which again, Kings of Pentacle are trustworthy, stable, successful. So this is leveling up. Be it physical stuff, energetic stuff, life stuff. We've got the Sun, which is your joy. And we've got the Queen of Swords, which is your destiny and taking charge of your destiny and doing something on your terms. Excuse me, I've just been explaining on the previous video that I've just come back off of a cruise and it's affecting my throat because of the air conditioning. So coming back into normal, fresh air. Anyway, I'll try not to cough too much. Um, Queen of Swords, she's got a message. What does the Queen of Swords want to say? Have faith. Have faith. I keep saying this in one-to-one sessions, my own personal stuff that I do with myself, and because I talk to myself, and video work. The energies that we're going into more and more are these energies where we are gonna be required more and more to make those changes. You know, we're constantly talking about the collapsing of timelines. The collapsing of timelines are the old dense timelines or the old timelines that were fated. We're going into new energies now where all of that's going. You know, the days of going to somebody like myself and saying, am I going to meet someone? They're going. People need to get their heads around this. That energy is going because the new humans and us, the new versions of us that are coming on grid, they're not going to be asking that bullshit. They're just not. The more that you do this work, the less you're going to be asking those questions. Am I going to get rich? Am I going to get this? Am I going to do that? You're going to be making it happen yourself. Or you're going to be accepting that it's not happening for a reason. And you're going to expand again and expand again. You're going to keep expanding. So interesting, interesting reading. Virgo. You've got to have courage and strength and determination to weather the storm. You've also got to have grace and courage. So, grace and courage working together. You've got to take action. Again, there is a lot of action here. Determination. All of those things, or that one thing that you've been procrastinating about. I want to open a baker's shop, a flower shop, a wedding dress shop, whatever it is, become a tarot reader, get engaged, start dating, decorate the back bedroom, doing the garden. All of that you've been talking about for months and years in some cases, and you've never made the move to do it. August is the moment. Enthusiasm, finding you've got enthusiasm for life. And this isn't enthusiasm for the big stuff. This is enthusiasm for actually getting up off the sofa to make yourself a nutritious meal. Do you know what I mean? It's enthusiasm for waking up, having your focus and clarity, not losing your focus, not letting yourself be pulled in all directions. Very, very self mastery energy, Virgo. And this is where you're going to get your freedom from. And faith is what's going to get you through this. There's possibly a leap of faith needed. You've got to take that leap of faith. You've got to take that leap and know that whatever the outcome is, even if you fall flat on your ass and break your arm, there's teaching in that. There is growth in that. When you get to that point, you're free. You are free. And that's your reading, Virgo. Before I go, remember the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August 2025. It's ancestral trauma healing, this one. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. For more information or to take part, you go to the pinned comment beneath this video or the description box. Scroll down a little bit. it will say next group healing. For more information, watch this video. Feel free to watch that video. To take part, click on that link. And yes, if you want to book a session with me, a reading, a healing session, mentoring session, they're all via Zoom and the website is below. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Capricorn, hello and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for August 2025. I know, August, mad. So I'm going to be using two decks in this reading. I'm going to be using the Wild Reflections Tarot by Weisbell. I'm also going to be using the Soul Coaching by Denise Lynn. We'll do the tarot first and then the oracle cards. So, Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, Two of Wands. What are we manifesting? Two of Wands is about intention and manifestation. It's about the world in your hands and knowing that anything is possible. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which can be about the ancestral. It can be about family. It can be about connection. It can be about money. It can be about income and wisdom. Okay. So I'm feeling here, Capricorn, there is something within you that is wanting to know more. You're wanting to know more about you. Why? Know more about the stars, the sun, the moon, know more about life. Also, as well, you're starting to see the bigger picture. Determination to get going, to go forward, to grow, to bring something into fruition. But be careful of the Seven of Swords, the trickster energy hiding in the woods. Let's keep pulling and see what this little blighter is coming in for. The Lovers, choice and healing. I'll come back to the Seven of Swords. Eight of Cups, which is reflection. Wheel of Fortune, going forward. Eight of Wands, communication. Seven of Wands, moving forward. And Eight of Pentacles, growth. I'm going to do a clarifier for that Seven of Swords. Growth. Yeah. Yes. Growth. Ten of Swords from your betrayals. Whatever betrayals you've had in your life, let me just move those cards. Whatever betrayal you've had in your life or betrayals, August is the month for growing up and away from them, of gaining that wisdom from them. So no more are you going to look at yourself like the victim or why me, poor me. This is about healing and connection and deep reflection and knowing that you're in charge of your destiny, that the wheel of destiny isn't controlling you and you're just spinning around on it and you've got no chance of controlling your destiny. This is you going, I'm going to be in charge of my destiny. I'm going to be in charge of who I am as a human being. I'm going to open up to connection. I'm going to open up to communication. I'm going to let go of what needs to be let go of. And from that comes growth. I'm going to manifest something better. I'm going to realize that the world is in my hands and that I can not only manifest it, but I can make it happen. And even if among all of that, there's some trickery energy hiding about, it's just that. It's trickery energy. Whether it is an energy, whether it is a person with an energy. You see it for what it is. Woo! Isn't that great? Oops. So Capricorn. Communication. Communication is going to be a big thing, Capricorn. You're not going to be afraid of your communication. Neither are you going to be afraid of the communication of others. You're going through life with grace and dignity, and you're believing that there is something bigger than yourself. You're starting to see that there's more to the world than you. That you are a fleck of dust within this cosmos. You understand your essence is eternal. You're determined to embrace the adventure because you know that you will be held. You're not running from your light. You now know and embrace your light, and you know that you are the light. And playfulness and fun and connections with others that also complement your playfulness side. You're no longer going to let people drag you down, the Debbie Downers of life, the light snuffers in life that want to dim your light, that want to keep you small under the thumb. No, no, no. You are rising up. And that's your reading. Very simple, very powerful, very to the point. That's your message for August. Before I go, next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August, and it is the generational trauma healing one. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. If you would like to take part, you got the pinned comment beneath this video and or the description box. Scroll down a bit and the information's there. If you want to book a session with me, the website and booking system is really easy to use, and that is also in the description box and pinned comment. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Gemini, hello and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing your reading for August 2025. I'm going to be using two decks. I'm going to be using the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley and Pamela Shen. I'm also going to be using Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. Okay, as usual, we'll do the tarot first before we go on to the Oracle cards. So let's go for it, Gemini. Ooh, why is it a deck like that? Interesting. So, Gemini. We've got one that's flipped out. We've got a Four of Swords, which literally has flipped out. It's a Four of Swords, which is about healing. Oops. Gemini. Justice, balancing something. Balancing something in relation to your life, needing to find balance, needing to find rest and retreat, needing to find a solution for something, needing to find clearing for something. We've got the Three of Wands at the bottom, which is about receiving. So we're receiving something. Six of Wands, victorious. Breakthrough energies. Seven of Discs, but still feeling a little bit meh. Seven of Discs here is the illusion card. It's when there's all kinds of things going on, but we're still not happy. Or it could be that you've got what you wanted, but you're still not happy. Or still something doesn't feel right. Let's keep pulling and then we'll read them all. Seven of Swords. Do you know, with that, I mean, I know in the traditional sense, the Seven of Swords isn't about this, but this depiction, look at it. The spaceship coming to pick the cow up. This is almost like a clarion call home, a home to other dimensions. Um, not being pleased with something, being despondent with something. Let's keep going. Two of Swords, a crossroads. Three of Discs, collaboration. Eight of Cups, yeah, wanting to walk away. You're wanting to walk away. Six of Discs, feeling pressure. Also, as well, for some of you, you're feeling not heard or seen or valued. But we start off this reading in such a good way with good positive cards, and then bam, we get this energy of it's too much. Let's do it. I'm going to do a clarifier for all three of those first cards to see just what's, or should I ask for a card between them? So between the good cards, and I know there's no such thing as good and bad, but do you know what I mean? Just so we can get an idea of what's going on here. Is it that it is perfect, but it's not your perfect? I mean, it's like being on a holiday that everybody else would think would be the best holiday in the world, but you get there and it's not what you thought it was going to be. You get something and it's not what you thought it would be. So, if I get that promotion to work on that ward, life will be perfect. You get on that ward and it's same shit, different ward. If I book that holiday to Barbados, life will be perfect. You get there, you get in the plane's full of dipsticks, everything's kicking off, slow flights, food's rubbish. You get into Barbados, you realise you've been had with your pictures because they've all been AI changed, and it's 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 still in there. That's what I'm feeling. Let's have the card though. Four of Wands, yeah, it's perfection. And Eight of Wands at the bottom, wanting to forward. Guidance for this. Guidance. The battle. What are you battling? Finding your strength. Do you know, I'm going to say, Gemini, there really is no easy words for this. But what you're going to have to do is really feel into your body, your soul, your mind, energy, whatever, and really make a decision about what you want. And that could be where the Four of Swords comes in, because the Four of Swords is about retreat. There it is, the Four of Swords. It can be about retreat, it can be about healing. So it could even be about cocooning yourself away to really decide what you want, to stop this perpetual cycle. Because that's strange as well, because I'm getting as well, you can be victorious in causing your own chaos. Victory is victory. And if you want to go, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that's controversial. I don't know. If you want to steal a loaf of bread and you go into a shop and you steal a loaf of bread, you've been victorious at stealing that bread. Just because victory comes out, it doesn't mean to say it's a good victory. You've been victorious in something. So maybe you've got to a point where you're like, oh, this isn't working. Maybe what I need to do is go in here and sort this out and spend some time. Rest on it. Let's do your oracle cards. Come to the edge. So go into the edge. Come into the edge. Something here bringing you to the edge. It can also be about taking a leap of faith. Truth be told, masks being taken off. This is the truth of the situation. Having to face the truth. Regeneration. Again, Four of Swords is about a regeneration energy. It's like, you know what, this isn't actually what I want anyway, after all. I thought I wanted this. And actually, that could be where your justice card comes in. Because when you realise that that job, holiday, whatever it is that you thought you'd do, experience, be to bring about happiness and change, it doesn't happen. When you realise that, that's a really breakthrough moment and it's really liberating. And co-create. So create something that does resonate. Maybe you've been trying to fit in. Happy, happy, that you can find your happy place. And flexible, be flexible. Maybe you've been too rigid. Maybe you're putting too much pressure on people and situations to be perfect. This, this could be some inner child stuff coming here of perfection, of needing to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, something flips out inside you. If you're not perfect, do you know what I mean? Round and round you go until you deal with it. The fates. This is something that's coming up in August to be really dealt with, healed and released. There's no easy answer, but the answer isn't to carry on. I mean, it is because you can carry on going until you are fully ready. So that's your reading. Before I go, remember the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August, and it is about generational trauma. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. For more information, for those watching on YouTube, go to the pinned comment below or the description box. Scroll down a little bit, it will say group healing, and it will tell you where to join. If you want to book a session with me, my website is below and has a really easy to use payment and booking system, and all sessions are via Zoom, so you can see me wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Libra, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for August 2025. I'm going to use two decks, and they are the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Henley. Yes, Henley. Why am I getting that name wrong? And Pamela Shen. I'm also going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. We'll start with the tarot and go into the oracle cards. So, Libra. Oops. Okay, Three of Cups. So the coming together of people. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. And what I'm feeling here, August is going to allow for a get together. So this could be a family gathering. It could be a gathering of friends, mums from school. It could be a gathering of teams. It could be a gathering. It could be a work meeting. But August, something changes and this gathering, whatever it is, happens. Let's keep going. We've got 10 of Wands, and I'm feeling, hopefully, this gathering is about releasing burdens, releasing something, talking about something in relation to releasing. Knight of Cups is a wish fulfilled, getting the desired outcome, feeling better. I mean, for some of you as well, it could be that this gathering is something you're stressing about. And it feels like, you're carrying a lot of baggage with this. It feels like it's weighing you down. But afterwards, you're feeling better. You're feeling lighter. And I'm wondering as well with this Three of Cups, if this gathering, meeting, party, whatever, is something that's needed to happen karmically, and you've been waiting for it many lifetimes, and it's a burden. And not that it's a burden, it just feels heavy. You know, when something's big in our lives, where there's expectations, it can feel burdensome, burdensome, if that makes sense. But it's not a burden, if that makes sense. Nine of Swords, anxiety here and sleepless nights, needing to heal something. And that's been placed down beneath the Three of Cups card, which is some kind of anxiety here, okay? And maybe you realise actually there was nothing to worry about after all. We'll keep pulling. Oops, where were we? Here we go. Page of Wands. There's somebody here that is determined not to change. They've got their own agenda, they've got their own outlook, and that again has been placed beneath the burden card. Okay? So let's keep pulling. And Ace of Discs going forward. Seven of Discs, overwhelm. Two of Swords, a decision and a crossroads energy. And Four of Wands. So we start off with Three of Cups, people coming together. And we've got this stuff in the middle. Could call it the messy middle, really. I used to do these videos as separate, didn't I? And I used to put like little short title things, catchy titles about what the main theme was. And if I was still doing it like that, I'd call this video Messy Middle, the messy middle, because there's something here that is quite messy and quite overwhelming, but somehow it rectifies itself, it heals. And maybe this situation is all about that healing. But whatever you're facing, whether it's a party, whether it's results, whether it's a meeting with your boss, whether it's whatever it is, meeting with solicitors, weddings, christenings, all of that stuff. It's fine. It works. You get over it. You get out of it. You get through it. And there is a closeness. And I'm noticing as well, three becomes four. So that could be a symbolism of actually joining forces with more people and more experiences. Interesting. So we've got co-create. So again, the card Three of Cups, Four of Wands is about co-creating. It's about creating with others here and now. You're being asked in August to stay in the here and now as much as you can. See how it says past and present or future and past? Stay in the present. If you start to feel yourself going into this wobble energy, bring yourself back to the present because a lot of it is what the brain is going through, if that makes sense. So, regeneration is about rebirth and coming back from something that was quite bare and barren. And serendipity, that I can't say. Here it is. So be soft and gentle with yourself at this time. Try and keep things as light as possible and wish upon a star. The truth is going to be told, masks are going to slip, but that's fine because this is also going to be a gateway energy. And the fates, you're all fated to be here at this time. You three, you four. That Three of Cups, Four of Wands energy. It's fate to come back together to deal with something. And happy, happy, happy. You get the happy outcome. Okay, we're getting that card quite a lot today. So that's your reading. Before I go, remember the next group healing is the 12th and 13th of August 2025. It is a generational trauma healing. I mean, it could be family stuff you're going through as well. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. And if you want more information on that and you're watching on YouTube, go to the pinned comment in the description box beneath the video. Okay. And you just scroll down a little bit, it'll say next group healing, more information, watch this video, and to take part, follow that link. If you want to book a session with me, they're all via Zoom. So I see people globally. And it's a real easy booking system and payment system on my website. So yeah, thanks for watching. Love to all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aquarius, hello and welcome to our channel, because it is our channel now. Keep saying my channel, but it's actually our channel. Thank you for joining us. This is your reading for August 2025. And I'm going to be using two decks. I'm going to be using the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley. I'm also going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. We'll do the tarot first, and then we'll go straight into the Oracle cards. So, Aquarius. Make sure it's up right, yes. Oops. You ready? So, Six of Wands coming into August in victory, even if it feels as though it's not. So, however you're feeling when you come into August, Aquarius, if you're feeling like something's gone wrong or you've said something wrong, actually, yeah, but no. Because whatever it is that's happened was meant to happen. Riddle me this, I know. But we've got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, which is the inward thinking, inward world, the depth of it, okay? And magic, being able to see the bigger picture. The Hanged Man is being able to see the different perspective and going through a challenge in order to come out with a deeper spiritual perspective. So, whatever you've gone through, whether it's good, the bad, the ugly, or the deep, the dark, the dangerous, is actually trying to get you to see something from a deeper place spiritually. And you're on track. You're on track. Three of discs. Maybe past life clearing, maybe connection clearing. Also, as well, I'm hearing, stop seeking acceptance. Because one of your biggest things I'm feeling is you're seeking acceptance. And what if you're seeking acceptance from the wrong people? From people that can't even accept themselves? From people that don't love themselves? So stop seeking acceptance. Know exactly what you bring to the table. Yeah. Four of discs. Creating something. Working in harmony. Also, well, working in harmony with the different aspects of yourself and different past life aspects of yourself. I'd say with this card as well, I know four of Pentacles in the traditional Rider Waite is about holding on, but this is a different deck. It's that they've played with it. You know, decks get played with and they change and they tweak the meanings, and you've got to, when you're reading a deck, go with the meaning of that. Um, I'd say as well, August is a time of doing group meditations. Getting together with groups of like-minded people, people that inspire and motivate you. And there's a lot of this group energy in the air signs. It's weird. Um, I mean, yeah, but look at this. It's also about not stuck, because Four of Pentacles is traditionally about being stuck in an old way of being or a mindset. This is about working and being in collaboration with others and listening to the points of view of others, seeing what each person brings to the table. The world, the breaking of cycles, and the beginning of a new one. So there's this new version of you that is looking onto your world and the world and considering it right now, considering when it's going to come in, when it's going to birth itself, considering if it's safe. That's interesting. Is it safe for it to come in? We know that throughout our life we get different aspects of our soul, and different aspects of our soul can leave and be transmuted and come back, etc. There's an aspect of a soul that wants to come in, but it ain't going to come into any old shit and chaos. It's got to be right. It's got to be the right circumstances. And the right circumstances happen when we step into Queen of Cups, which is about self-care and nurture and making sure that you're looking after your heart health, your heart energy, and that's your abundance center, your love center. Okay? Nine of Wands. Battles are over. I think there's been a bit of energy here of feeling in constant battle. The thing is, when we've been in a situation where we've been in fight or flight and we come out of it, the body can still be a bit like that because it's not got the message, it's not got the memo yet. It needs us to settle down. It needs us to step in and say, you're not in that toxic space anymore. Be still, be calm. This is where mastering the body comes into play. Ooh, I like that as well. The Chariot. Going forward, expansion. Going forward with your destiny, with the help of the sun. And the Hierophant, which is spiritual learning and teaching upgrades. Like those two cards together, do you? Let me know in the comments. Do you like these two cards together? So spiritual upgrades, spiritual information coming in. But you know what I'm feeling throughout this whole reading, Aquarius? You have got to be at the center of this. This isn't where you just dump your shit on someone else and they make it better. This is you being at the heart of this, being her in the middle, doing it for yourself, not wanting other people. You know, when I said that also as well, that ties in with not needing acceptance from others. You don't need acceptance from others. Ooh, interesting. Oops. No place like home. So wanting to be around your home or what feels like home. Time to go. Time to let go. Take that leap of faith. You are being held. Building blocks for life. So right now, you are building the foundations for going forward. Take your time with building foundations. Between worlds, you're not there yet, but that's fine. You're birthing. Enjoy the birthing, enjoy the creating. Clean it up. Clean up the areas in your life that you can clean up whilst you're waiting to regenerate. And milk and honey in abundance, knowing that you are abundance, trying to step into this mindset of enrichment. And a fork in the road. The reason why everything feels a little bit higgledy-piggledy is because you are at a fork in the road. But that's not going to be forever. We know there's been a big theme in this reading of rebirth. Interesting. So that's your reading. But before I go, the next group healing is the 12th and 14th, no, 12th and 13th of August 2025. And it is an ancestral healing, group healing. It's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. If you would like to be part of that and you're watching on YouTube, go to the description box or pinned comment beneath this video, scroll down a bit, it'll say next group healing. Click on this link to join. Okay, if you want to book a session with me, a reading or a healing or a mentoring, my website is below on YouTube. It's all online booking, easy booking system, and all sessions are via Zoom, so I can see international clients. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.